My name is Bhakti Bhushan Swami, and I was asked how I came to Krishna Consciousness. Well, I came to the movement in 1969, and I moved into the temple in Hamburg, in Germany, and very short after, Srila Prabhupada came to visit us in Hamburg. Actually, this was the first temple in Europe, in Hamburg. And this was also Prabhupada's first visit to Europe. When Srila Prabhupada came, we all went to the airport to receive him. And then we went to the temple. Actually, we went to his apartment. It was a very tiny apartment. And we all squeezed in there. Srila Prabhupada was sitting on his bed, playing harmonium, chanting Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chanda. He was at that time traveling with a set of small Radha Krishna deities, and his servant Purushottam was worshipping the deities. It was actually the first time that we saw deities worshipped, even though we had Jagannath in the temple. Jagannath was just standing on the altar, we had no worship for him. Anyway, so then this was the very beginning. We were only very few devotees, a handful of devotees. And then later the movement expanded through Germany. And it's amazing how this movement, the Srila Prabhupada movement, has grown so much all over the world, especially in India. It becomes so big. At that time, we didn't imagine that this movement would grow so much. So Prabhupada stayed with us a short while. I think it was about not even 2 weeks. And he gave classes every day, or not every day, actually 3 times a week. We had a translator because most of us didn't actually speak that much English to understand Srila Prabhupada. And then Srila Prabhupada also went out. Daily he went out on his morning walks. We accompanied him. We went down to the harbor. We went to different parks. And actually we had not much experience with Srila Prabhupada. At that time we were also neophyte. Actually Prabhupada even had to teach Shivananda at that time. He was actually the first devotee who came to Europe. He had to teach him how to cook. And every day Srila Prabhupada's servant, Shivananda came down to the temple and distributed the remnants from Srila Prabhupada's plate. I remember we were all just sitting there like little birds at a nest, like opening our mouths, and Shivananda would give us drops, sometimes even only drops of the remnants of Srila Prabhupada. Anyway, so from there, after a while we started opening different centers in Germany, and after a while I started going to other places. We went to Scandinavia, we went to different places because we started distributing books. And gradually, after a while, also the London temple started, and then Paris started, and with the 3 first temples in Europe.